Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today, my setup is a lot different today than it was yesterday. Thank you for buying my turnips. Here's some freshly picked bamboo shoots, woo, straight from our mountain to my favorite Steven. You don't plant them, do whatever pleases you, woo. She's just wooing now. And from Caroline, Rambler, I've been thinking we could take our friendship to the next level if we had a shared interest. You know, I have a weak spot for handicrafts. This gift's my best attempt to convert you to my craft-happy ways. Covered in glue, Caroline. Aww. Yeah, I like handicraft. I like making stuff. Yeah, I got that crooked sword on my wall back there. The funny thing is, it's not crooked if I put it on the wall the other way around, but I feel like the side I have this way is better. It's a sturdy sewing box. Yeah, she made us a box. So, all my colors are looking very different because I had to replace my TV I'd been using with what was my second monitor. And I've now dug an old monitor out of storage that is now serving as my second monitor. You might be wondering why I wouldn't use the second monitor, like the spare monitor I just dug out as, you know, my TV replacement. Well, that actually has a pretty simple solution. Well, simple reason to it. The monitor that's now over there, which my webcam is now in a different spot, so it's pretty far that way now. That monitor, it has HDCP built into it, which for those who don't know is high definition copyright protection. If I were to straight hook up my Elgato to that monitor, it would be unable to capture anything. Because thank you, anti-piracy measures. I might be trying to steal television shows and stuff. So we can't have that. So, like, my TV was set up for use as the computer's monitor, so its colors are very different than a standard TV's, and I didn't have time to really adjust it. I've been in the process of swapping these out for... Well, I was going to start recording at 6. And then I turned the TV on that I'd normally been using, and it was having a bit of a rave. So, yeah. I imagine, given how the other TV I've had just has been through its existence, I just need to give it, like, a week, and it'll be just fine again. Because that just seems to be how it goes. Like, it'll just sometimes start messing up, and then I'll turn it off for a good while, and then when I turn it back on, it works just fine. So I'm guessing it just needs a rest. More of a rest than it gets between recording sessions. We got our message bottle. I was to the lucky duck who found this. I was relaxing yesterday while reading comics and thought of this recipe. It's too good to keep to myself, so I threw it in this bottle to share. You have to make it. The DIY pop star Puddles. It's a shell rug. Neat. Pretty neat. I actually kind of like where I have the webcam now. If anything, I wish it was a little more zoomed in, which I could do, but it's fine. But, yeah, no morning section because I woke up afternoon today. I did not have a great time trying to sleep last night. Which I can talk about. So, I have made mention before, I'm pretty sure, that I was born with a pretty interesting body. As in, I have a single kidney. I only got one. That's how I was born. And it has cysts running down the side of it. And I have had drilled into me since I was basically able to comprehend words that if I ever feel pain in that area, I need to monitor it, and if the pain is bad enough, I need to tell somebody and I need to get help. Because that means that the cysts have probably ruptured. And if they rupture, I'm probably not long for this world. So last night, I was sitting around, eating... Oh yeah, I can see that pretty well. Maybe I'll leave the colors like this. I can see that really well. Normally I can't this time of day. The real test is going to be recording during the day. So I was just sitting here, eating some food. Kind of had a twinge of pain from around where my kidney is. I was wide awake at that point. I was about to go to bed after I was done eating. I was going to have my little snack, and then I was going to go to bed. Cut to 5.5 hours later. I've at least laid down in bed at that point. I don't know when I actually fell asleep, but I woke up a little after noon. So, yeah. That was a night. So, man, like, I'm torn. Also, you guys can see where Frisk sleeps. It's neat. She has a little box right there. Bam! Do you live here? Awesome to meet you. I'm Bam! Got here today. Gotta say, the sounds pretty nice. Feels perfect for Taekwondo. Kablang! I don't trust anyone involved with anything bang related. I had some bad interactions with a man named Lyle. I hope you understand this. I actually love Lyle. He's such a great character. But yeah, like, I was dealing with a lot of discomfort. Never turned into pain other than that initial twang of pain. But there was a lot of discomfort around my kidney, and it kept me awake, so. Hello, Flurry. I'm pretty okay at cooking, but it makes me a little nervous when you watch me so closely. What you making? I'm making my specialty. It's a veggie crepe. Oh, here, you can have my recipe for it. Alright. I'll take the recipe. Gather the ingredients, you can make your own tasty dish. You know, I joke that Hamlet is our resident Hamtaro, but Flurry almost looks like she's directly from Hamtaro. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, she has a very Hamtaro look to her. I don't even know if anyone watching this has watched Hamtaro. It's a pretty cool show. Also, I don't know if my TV being at a different volume is changing the volume of the capture any. I don't think it is, but I'll find out in post. But yeah, it's always a little disconcerting, you know, when dealing with my body's complications, to put it mildly. And, like, it's one of those things as well of, like, I don't want to, like, bother anybody about it until I know, because I don't want people worrying about me. So, like, I did not mean to do that. Stop, game. Let me... I can't climb down because he's right there. Is that... Yes. You know what? I was blaming the game, but it's Hamlet's fault. Stop by for a chat. What are you doing blocking the thing? I do a late cooldown before I start my evening routines. Can't beat it, Hammy. That was annoying, but now I know I should probably just be using the ladder then. If the vines are blockable like that. Hey, Gala! Welcome, Steven. Glad you stopped by, Snorty. It's the latest. You ever heard of a pile of books falling over, even though no one was around to touch them? Yeah, gravity. It happened to me just the other day. I jumped so hard I spilled the cup of spiced chai I was drinking. Normally I wouldn't be such a big deal, but I won't be able to use my usual stain prevention this time. Not spilling stuff in the first place. Aww. I think the only major issue I'm gonna have with the setup I have is my TV's slightly crooked. It's just slightly crooked. I I think I actually do kind of like this setup better, because I can more easily look at you guys while playing the game. Like, now, I don't know how desktop stuff is going to work, and quite honestly, at time of recording this, I feel like the extra video that went up today was not Tulip. I don't know what it'll be, but I want to record Tulip, but I also don't feel like I'm awake enough because I'm kind of sleep deprived. Not getting the most sleep does that to you. So yeah. I might just do like a quick video of something else. Just so there's still a video, but you know, I could do a quick video of, like, Magic Arena. That would be something I could do. Given I'm going to be streaming that tomorrow for you guys. 2 days for me. But tomorrow for you guys. Feel free to check in and watch me open some Final Fantasy packs. And then fail at building a deck around them. And then probably get my butt kicked. A lot. So that's just what happens when I play Magic Arena. Well, I say that. My Angel deck surprisingly wins quite often. I could also... Though I don't know what I would play for this. I've been wanting to basically get better at the genres of games I suck at. Meme shirt. I almost got a... This one's spacey. Space Cat. Space Laser Cat. And what we got to go with it? A lot of shorts. Yeah, I think I'll keep the skirt I've got on. You know what? Yeah, this is good. And, I've basically spent most of today, like, poking around at different, like, fighting games, because I am not good at fighting games. But I want to get better at them. So I'm silly since I'm inside the shop all day, but sunny weather helps me work best. Maybe it's just I'm making shorter sleeves. Definitely seems that way. Seeing short sleeve, short sleeve, short sleeve, long sleeve. But this shirt is short sleeves. So, I mean, a lot of short sleeves going on today. The one fighting game I own on Steam, aside from the Mortal Kombat collection, which I'm not a fan of Mortal Kombat. There are characters in Mortal Kombat I like, but I'm not really a fan of it as, like, a game. Hello, Simon. How's it going, man? It's real dark out. It's really not. Best tasting island is Astera. Everything tastes great. Everything. We get it, Simon. You have licked everything. It's a little concerning, but you know, you do you. And I'll do me. We won't do each other. Alright, this gyroid's got a buddy now. A tacoid. So is it like a taco? Is gyroid makes taco noises? It's kind of... Okay. There we go. Let's come in and see Rhonda again. I thought she was just fishing. I guess she went home. Oh, jeez. But, like, the one game I do own is Vanguard Princess. I don't feel like I could make videos about that game. Or a video, even. Welcome, please make yourself at home here, Bigfoot. Want chat? The turnip buying is the talk of the island. Everyone's asking, what does Steven know? I'm no stock market expert, so I don't know what to make of your bold investment strategy. Hope it works out, Bigfoot. It might. It might not. Because, Vanguard Princess is very, mature rated. Is the best way to put it. And not because, like, blood or anything. No, you could guess on the name. It's not because of blood. Diva be thinking. You better not be thinking of moving. You know what Serrano told me? He said my catchphrase was worrying and upsetting. I like saying queen and all. Now I'm worried and upset. I don't know. What do you think? Queen fits her so well, and Serrano's being a jerk. So who cares? It's fine. You know what? You're right. I mean, duh. This doesn't happen much, but I guess I can psych myself. I guess even I can psych myself as queen. Yeah. I'm not talking with you today. You were bullying Diva. Serrano's not getting talked to today. That's what happens when you bully my favorite frog. I won't talk with you. I say, having replied to somebody who's like, I'm trying to get rid of Diva, and it's like, rude. She's cute. How could you? Get rid of Ed. Just delete him from the source code. But, I suppose I do also have, Kill a Kill If, but same reasons. It probably would not be a great thing to do videos on, or a video on as like a bonus. So like, I don't know. I could do like Smash Ultimate, but I kind of don't like Smash Ultimate. And I feel like it's easy enough to explain why I don't like Smash Ultimate by making mention that Smash Ultimate is a $79.99 game. The 13, I believe it is, extra characters that you can buy for Smash. Just characters. No extra stages, just characters. Is $73.49 together. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I don't. I could maybe see it if each of the characters was like $1. $2 maybe even. But you're gonna try and tell me that those bonus characters are the same value and took the same development effort as the whole game? I don't buy it. I don't. Which is where, like, I'm fine buying, like, Pokemon expansions. Like, Scarlet and Violet's expansions. Because there's a lot to them. So even though, together, their price comes out pretty much par with the game itself, there's about as much content to them as the game itself. So, it's fine, you know. But with Smash Ultimate, that's not the case. I've noticed that seems to be a pretty common thing with a lot of fighting games, but a lot of fighting games at least seem to offer you the ability to just buy everything in one big bundle for a much heavily reduced cost. You can't do that with Smash Ultimate, which is kind of frustrating. Plus, if I were to do that, I would kind of want to do the, like, whole single-player mode, and that would be more than a single video. I just need something to do a single video on. I might actually just do Balatro. Just record some Balatro. Could be fun. I've been having terrible luck with Balatro, so maybe recording it'll make it not... make me not have bad luck with it. You know? Yeah, the other thing I want to get better with is platformers, but I really don't want to play Mario. I've tried to get better at platformers by playing Mario. It hasn't worked. So, like, that's where I'm at there. So it's like, yeah. I had someone suggest to me the Mega Man games. I have played a few of them in the past. I was really bad at them, but maybe I could get a bit better at them if I played them more. I mean, that's how it works. You get better at games by playing them more. But, you know. Let's go see what Label is up to. I actually didn't even see that in the opening. I was watching other things. So, what up, girl? Oh, hello there. I'm on a stair to study design some more. If it's not an imposition, would you mind doing another style session with me? How about you show me your best goth outfit? Think dark and moody. I got some goth ideas going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna go vampire costume. Now, I got this label. I think. Pretty confident I got this. I should really put a wardrobe outside somewhere at some point. Just because, like, it would be convenient to have the wardrobe. I mean, I could put one, like, near the city center. I would just need to get one that would fit being outside. Because, like, this kind of doesn't. Alright, let's get changed. Like, I'm not going with that. What I'm gonna go with, assuming I even remember having these things correctly. This. This. There we go. Let's get some stockings going on. And let's get... Don't really have, like, a good footwear is the thing. Yeah, the moccasins work. There we go. Now that's goth, if I ever saw goth. Like, if she don't like this, then I don't know what to tell her. I know the developers may not think this stuff is goth. That's the thing. But I sure do. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, girl, I've changed. Yep, you can see the outfit. Let's see it then. I see. Yes, this is what I meant when I was saying looking for a goth style. What a superb combination of pieces. You've expressed the theme beautifully. Thank you so much, thank you. I'll send you a little gift to your home to show my appreciation. Don't forget, the tailor stickers are supposed to be used at the tailor shop, okay? You have this too, one of my own creations. What we get this time? Some glasses, some label sunglasses. You see, it's a piece of my very own label. It's a new design, I just finished it, in fact. It's gonna be sold at the tailor shop. Well, thank you so much. Hope you consider helping me again in the future. Will do. Okay. Yeah, we got some time to use up. I could clean up the beaches as I'm going around looking for fish. But yeah, like I do bring these up just to be like, hey, if any of you guys watching have any like suggestions you could give on games that fit those genres, preferably ones that are not like immensely difficult. Like I've had Pizza Tower suggested to me, and I'm not sure on that one. It looks fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm not good at platformers outside of like Kirby. So, you know, I may as well finish cleaning up the beach. I'll need to move things out of my fishing rods location, but like I can play a Kirby game. Those are pretty easy, kind of. They're still quite difficult at times, but you know, my brain works with them better. And I know I've tried playing Cuphead in the past, which I could torment myself by playing that. But yeah, I'm definitely open to suggestions for like fighting games and platformers. I've had Guilty Gear Strive suggested to me, and I've got that on my wish list. Basically gonna be watching for like the Steam summer sale to see what happens with it. Because if it goes on sale, I'm probably gonna pick that up. At the moment, that's what I'm thinking. Because, like, I like Kill la Kill If, or IF, and that's made by the same developers as Guilty Gear Strive. So, based on that, that gives me the impression that I'm probably going to like it as well. Probably gonna get my butt kicked, but, you know. I gotta say, one issue I have had, because I have been, like, poking random fighting games. Why they gotta not just tell you what button to press instead of going, it's this action? It's like, yeah, but you know I'm using a controller. Just tell me the button. You know... Especially where, like... A lot of the time what they want doesn't... like, completely correlate. Like... Like, here's an example. I sailed the 7 seas and got an older Guilty Gear game. And I forget the name of the character I was messing around with, but she had a giant anchor. And there's a kick. None of the buttons I press would imply kick to me. Like, none of them are exactly a kicking action. But one of them is a kick. And I can do that with another button to do a move. It took me a while to figure out what buttons to actually push together. Because, well, I could tell I needed to press down right. But you know, down right or down left, depending on what direction I was facing. But as for the kick button, I just kind of had to run through all 4 face buttons until I found the right button. Because it just says, kick! And it's like, okay, but that's not helpful. Kick, but what is kick? Well, it turns out kick is X. So why the game couldn't just say X plus down right, or down right plus X, is completely beyond me. Like, they know what console it was on. It was PlayStation 2. So, like, how could they not just have the buttons? The answer there is, well, you can adjust the buttons. Like, yeah, I could change them around, but I like at least trying default control schemes before I mess with them. Mostly because, like, the assumption I run with is that the developers probably know better than me what their controls should be. That is my assumption when it comes to a fighting game. Is I do put some level of trust that the developers know what they're doing when binding the controls. They made the game. They should know better than me, somebody who's not played it before, you know, what buttons are best for what. But, you know, and the default controls are probably better than anything I could, without really understanding the game, come up with. So, you know. But yeah, I had my butt kicked pretty bad. And then also, just to give it a try, downloaded... Where is it? It should be right here somewhere. God. Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, the free edition. And at that point, I more just got a little disappointed that the free edition has virtually nothing to it. So I can't really experience the game. I mean, I could play the one dude. against any of the free characters, or any of the default characters. Simon has fleas. Give me those fleas, man. The curse is lifted. Oh, there's a flea crawling on me? Yuck! These are the only gross bugs. Well, Zook, it's gone now. In my heap. No. But, yeah. I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of how modern fighting games are handled. Like, and that's just the way of, like, it's the same problem I have with Smash Ultimate. Like, I don't want to pay the price of the game again for a few characters. I mean, at least by what it sounds like with Guilty Gear, at least the characters each have their own story. So there is more to it than just a character to play with. But it's still annoying to me where it's like, here, pay like, you know, $5, $10 for a singular character. That's what I would charge people for like a pack of like 5 to 6 characters. You know. Caught a hammerhead shark. Hit the nail on the head. But, you know, that's me. Like, I would be thinking of things in the context of the game itself. Like, in the case of Smash Ultimate, there is a bunch of characters already in the game at base. But I don't wanna. I'd make a joke, but I don't wanna. Yeah, I'll just see it at the mall. That's a joke that you have to play Splatoon to understand. So, like, which makes the value of the Smash Ultimate extra characters even worse. Because it's like, you have, you know, I don't even know how many characters are in Smash Ultimate at base, but it's a lot more than 13. You know, I doubt 13 is even, like, more than maybe 10% more. Actually, it might be more than 10% more, because that would mean they'd have to be like 130 characters. But, like, it's definitely not a huge percentage. You know, that's what I'm getting at. So it's like, that value proposition is kind of bad. Guilty Gear Strive appears to not have the most characters at base, so the value proposition is a little different, but I'm still not a fan of it, you know. So man, catching fish is really loud. I don't feel like turning it down at the moment, though. Mostly because, like, we are probably closing in on the end of the episode. I am pretty tired, and I do need to record at least one video of something. I'm still thinking I'm probably too tired for Tulip. There's too much thinking I need to do for the remaining kisses, and tedious work. Mostly because I didn't think I would have as much problem as I have had getting cicadas again after the first round of throwing cicadas away, because, well, after throwing all my cicadas away, because I was like, yeah, I don't need these. Yeah, I needed those. Still don't know what to do. Honestly, I could just do, like, a video of nothing but me rambling. That might go over well. Find a topic, ramble about it for a bit. Upload that as its own standalone thing. Give people a taste of this series without it being this series. Okay, let's come get things donated. I am feeling more and more tired as time goes on. I mean, it's like 7:30, so... I just really need to think of something one-offy I can do. Let's make a donation. I might have something on the Switch I can do that with. Yep, you'll gladly take them off my hands. Nope, that's it. Do like a run or two of RoboQuest. It's a roguelike, so there's not like a huge amount there. That could be kind of neat. That feels like too much thinking, though. I don't know if I'm down for that much thinking. Like, that's my problem with not wanting to do Tulip, is I don't think I can think that well right now. My brain is not in a think-funky mood. 85 bells. Ooh, that's a good way to start the week. The morning price was probably even better then. Kind of regret missing that now. Okay. Well, not the longest episode, but I think I'm about good here. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna see about doing some Paradise planning. That's what I'm thinking at the moment, is to try to do some Paradise planning. I'm gonna sit in Caroline's garden today. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I do thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It would help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.